Hey, I'll see you in Rutherford, New Jersey, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Ontario, California, Davenport, Iowa, Las Vegas, Chicago, and Grand Rapids, Michigan. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. Mexico's first female president is also the first Jewish president. 80% of the people in Mexico are Catholic, eh? She described herself as not religious. Her Jewish heritage and cultural... Her election is a benchmark for Jews in Latin America.
Is this a Zionist thing?
Claudia Sheinbaum is now the president of fucking Mexico. Claudia Sheinbaum, an environmental scientist and former mayor of Mexico City, was overwhelmingly elected Mexico City's first female president on Sunday. That's a historic milestone in a country rife with gender-based violence and misogyny. Really?
It's right. That's what Mexico's known for.
That's what gender.
That's their real problem.
That's the real problem.
Is the gender violence? Holy shit!
It's not the drug cartels.
How much you want to bet they're going to start sharing that energy with us that they weren't sharing? That the other guy, we were going to run him out for. Remember that?
AMLO?
Yeah. How much you want those policies going to change, I bet? With
most of the votes counted, Mexico's electoral agency estimates that Sheinbaum is on track to win the race with nearly 59% of the vote. That's a landslide. Her closest rival, someone named Galvez, is projected to get 28% of the vote, with the other opposition candidate, Jorge Alvarez Maínez, just over 10% of the vote. The man widely seen as her political mentor, outgoing President Andrés Manuel López Obrador, posted his congratulations on Twitter. Sheinbaum has been the leading candidate to win the presidency for more than a year in a country with one of the highest rates of murder against women in the world. Sheinbaum's victory underscores the advance women have made in the political sphere.
What is this horseshit?
I don't know what the fuck this is, Kurt. The 61-year-old climate scientist was part of the UN Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change team. Oh, Jesus. That would go on to share a Nobel Prize with former U.S. Vice President. Oh, God damn it.
Oh, my dear God.
Now Sheinbaum, who has grandparents who escaped the Holocaust, will hold the most powerful office in the country. Despite the historic nature of Sheinbaum's victory, many voters in Mexico see it as less a reflection of gender equality and more as a referendum on the last 6 years of López Obrador, colloquially known by his initials AMLO.
Oh, that's
maybe they're not voting on her vagina.
Yeah, I think
you ever think about that?
Has nothing to do with it.
You think they're just voting on her because they like her predecessor, and she's the protege of AMLO? You think maybe that's it? And you guys just keep injecting gender everywhere you can?
Didn't somebody quit NPR over this? And that crazy lizard lady we had, the blonde, was one.
Yes.
Catherine Marr.
He is one of the most divisive and popular figures in Mexican history, a folksy populist who has implemented social programs that have lifted millions of people out of poverty, but who critics say has undermined democratic institutions while empowering the military. Sheinbaum is López Obrador's political protege. She started her political career as his environmental minister after he was elected mayor of Mexico City in 2000. She has been unwaveringly loyal ever since, even supporting his pro-oil energy agenda despite her environmental background. Well, look at that. While Sheinbaum lacks López Obrador's charisma and popular appeal, she has a reputation for being analytical, disciplined, and exacting.
What?
Most importantly, she has promised to support López Obrador's policies and popular social programs, including a universal pension benefit for seniors, as well as providing cash payments to low-income residents. She will also be the first Jewish president in the country with one of the largest Catholic populations in the world. Though she's not religiously observant, Sheinbaum identifies as culturally Jewish and has spoken about her heritage in the past. She's culturally Jewish. She complains about how close she's being sat to the kitchen. I grew up without religion. That's how my parents raised me, Sheinbaum, 61, said in 2018 at a gathering hosted by a Jewish organization in Mexico City. But obviously the culture, that's in your blood.
What are you, Hitler? What is this?
Don't say that. She's Jewish.
In your blood?
Her maternal grandparents.
That's insane.
Her maternal grandparents were Jews who immigrated to Mexico from Bulgaria before the Holocaust, while her paternal grandparents had fled from Lithuania in the 1920s. Sheinbaum's parents were born in Mexico. While campaigning, Sheinbaum said she considers herself a woman of faith. But is not religiously affiliated. Perhaps that's why there has been relatively little discussion about her becoming Mexico's
Did they put this on it
first
also?
Jewish president.
Wait, was she not really talking about it and they made this a Jewish woman thing?
I think so. She's probably, I mean, her parents were born.
So she's they're making all this.
She's Mexican. Sheinbaum's win comes at a critical time as the war between Israel and Hamas in the Gaza Strip has displaced more than 1 million Palestinians and left more than 35,000 people dead. Since the beginning of the war last year, Sheinbaum has condemned attacks on civilians. She even called for a ceasefire and says she supports a two-state solution. Her stance echoed views she wrote in a 2009 letter to the editor of La Jornada, a Mexican newspaper condemning what Sheinbaum describes as the murder of Palestinian civilians during an Israeli bombing campaign in the Gaza Strip. Her loyalties are with the oppressed and the downtrodden in the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. She sides with the former without rejecting the latter, favoring a two-state solution, which these days appears more untenable than in recent memory. I don't think there's going to be a one-state or a two-state. Here, you know what the one-state solution is, by the way?
What?
Here's the
Everyone
one-state.
can vote?
It's having an apartheid state. So everybody, the Palestinians get to have a local government,
Okay.
but the police are still Israeli, and they don't get to vote in national elections. That's the one state. That's the definition of an apartheid state. They don't
Wait,
get.
that's the one that's unacceptable?
No, but that's the one that
It's
people,
like a liberal one.
people who push for a one state, that's what they say it would have to be.
Yeah, it wouldn't just be Palestinian.
I'm
yeah.
like, that's crazy. You
Yeah.
can't. So they can't vote in the national elections.
And then they'll complain to you, like, yeah.
That's South
course.
Africa.
Yeah, the religious kooks are the ones in charge. And they'll be like, yeah, the religious kooks, they give them too much power. But we have to because they want to kill us.
Because they want to kill us.
It's all fear-based mind control 24/7.
So here's what President Biden says. I just spoke with Claudia Sheinbaum to congratulate her on her historic election as first woman president of Mexico. I look forward to working with the president-elect in a spirit of partnership and friendship, advancing the value. I should probably just shut up. I'm going to get in trouble if I keep tweeting. And it's with both our nations.
Is she just a Mexican president and they put all this woman and Jew thing on top of
yes,
it?
It seems like that, Kurt. Yes.
Oh my
Justin
God.
Trudeau. Oh, there's no bigger fascist. He says, congratulations to Mexico's president-elect, Claudia Sheinbaum. Our free trade agreement is the envy of the world. Is it? And the result of a strong, mutually beneficial relationship. It's the envy of all the corporations. I look forward to strengthening that relationship with you to create more prosperity for Canadians and Mexicans alike.
Nobody writes their own tweets.
Jesus.
Nothing's real.
Jeremy Corbyn, he says, congrats, the first woman. This is a victory for the people of Mexico, for social justice, and for the future of our planet. Is that her here? That's her there, right?
I think none of well, do you think Jeremy Corbyn writes his own tweets? Maybe he does. I don't know.
Okay, is that scarf symbolic of something he's wearing?
I don't know. No idea.
Oh, there's Corbyn right there.
He seems like he writes his own tweets, but I can't tell. I don't know enough.
I don't know. He certainly dresses himself. He's going open neck.
Yeah.
Here, Yanis Varoufakis, who is a repeater of pro-war propaganda. He's one of the best. I really think this Yanis Varoufakis.
Verflugas?
I'm very suspect of this guy.
Whenever they talk about the environment now with this, I don't trust. As soon as they talk about climate change, I don't trust them. I don't trust them.
He says it's a giant leap for radical feminism. Fuck. We all now know that feminism was invented by the CIA.
Well, the Rockefellers first, and then
or the Rockefellers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the Rockefellers.
But I'm all for equality. It's just that it was all like a trick. Everything that seems like it's good is some kind of trick to take more away from. It's how the mafia works.
Here's the sprinter. Vladimir Putin congratulated Claudia Sheinbaum on her victory in the Mexican presidential elections. What did he say, though? We think you're good. Anyway, there you go. I say congratulations to Sheinbaum.
Sure. I just don't understand why they led with all that identity crap when she's not the one. So it sounds like she's not really putting that out there like that, but they have to translate it to more on America speak.
You come see me on tour in Rutherford, New Jersey, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Ontario, California, Las Vegas, Davenport, Iowa, Chicago, Illinois. We're doing a live panel video show, special surprise guests on that show, and Grand Rapids, Michigan. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets, and make sure you go to Jimmy Dore because they don't want to buy it from a second reseller.